Good evening, beautiful people. Good evening. The best evening there is. That is the Friday evening. Friday evenings are the best for streaming. They're my favorite evenings because, you know, people are maybe resting after a long week, after an exhausting week. They are hopefully not going out. They hopefully stay at home and rest and watch my live stream. That's what I'm hoping. Because it's time to bake the most delicious cake again. My most requested cake. I get asked a lot of times if I can bake another cheesecake again. And here we go with another cheesecake again. I want to tell you also some nice things that happened today. Some very nice things that happened today. But let's wait first until we get some more viewers joining. You know, because another day I had a lot of bad luck. And today I had double good luck. And sometimes I really want to write down those special moments because it's easy to forget all the good things. So I shall write down the good things that happened from today. I shall write it down. And also as a little idea for you guys, write down the good things that happen in your life, because there are so many good things that happen in your life that maybe you don't even realize. Or it's easy to forget the good things if you are maybe having a bad moment or something bad is happening. Then, you know, focus on the good things. Write them down, because it's so powerful, I tell you. Because today, like, I got 3 times good luck. Like 3 times I got very nice gestures, like extremely nice things happening to me. And I was like, wow, because on Wednesday evening, you know, I was having bad luck. I was traveling all the way to Rotterdam because, you know, I'm that girl. If there's a winning game where I can win a little bit of money, I will go there. I will give everything, you know, to take part in the winning game. So I went to Rotterdam because it was also my last day. Thank you for the like. Thank you so much. It was also my last day of free traveling during the week, because usually I can only travel for free in the week, and on the weekends I have to pay. And so I wanted to go on the last day where I can travel for free in the Netherlands. I wanted to go with a train to Rotterdam, because there's the Tikkie Statiegeld. If you live in the Netherlands, you know what I mean. There's this winning game, and it's only going until the 19th of July. My travel card was only going until Wednesday evening. So I was hurrying up, you know, like I was going in the evening to Rotterdam with my travel card. Everything worked, and then I got there, and there was another dude who also took part in the winning game, and he had like so many bottles and cans of Statiegeld that he was like taking all the time. And then I calculated the time perfectly, so I had 20 more minutes or 30 more minutes until I had to take my last train back on the same day, so I can use my travel card. So I was waiting 30 more minutes at the station, and I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and yeah, he was still doing the cans and everything. So he was not finished until 30 minutes later. Then he was still not finished. Then another dude came, and he also took part in this Stadssicherheit winning game. And I was just waiting a little bit more distanced on a chair, watching, watching them doing their putting their cans in the machine to take part in the winning game. And I was just watching them and waiting until they finished, but they never finished, never. And then I thought, oh yeah, I can also go talk to them, I can talk to them in person, and say like, can I go in between, because I also, I also need to use that machine. And then, but I didn't dare to go and talk to them, because I don't know why, but they were homeless. I think homeless people, at least one of them. And I was like, I don't know, I don't really trust them. I don't know if they have taken anything, if they're dangerous or not, like I didn't know. And I didn't want to go in between as a woman and talk to them. So I just watched them from distance and just waited until they're finished, but they never finished. And then I had to go back home to Amsterdam again with a Rotterdam train. Hello, Yusuf. I'm great. How are you doing? And then, yeah, like I had to go back with the Rotterdam train again. And the stupidest thing was, I'm just taking my protein lemonade. Nothing is sponsored whatsoever. But then I had to go back with the train. And because this was the last train to go back to Amsterdam in the week, I also had to pay extra for the toeslag. So I had to pay on top. I had to pay on top. I had to pay more money on top of my normal travel costs, because I had to take the last train, and the last train was the fastest train. And in the Netherlands, they make you pay extra for fast trains, even if you have actually traveled for free, but they make you pay extra. And even if the train is delayed or late or goes slower, then you still pay extra. Actually, no, I could claim that money back maybe. Oh, there's so many things I should try claim my money back because I'm a person, I count every cent. Not every cent, but I count every euro. I'm really like a savvy person. I try to save. I try to spend as little money as possible, only for the minimum necessities. Oh yeah, no, it was all good. It was just bad luck, Yusuf, on that day. Yeah, no, I'm safe. Everything fine. But I had bad luck on that day, like a few times, and then today I had a lot of good luck, 3 times good luck, and that's also the stories I also want to tell you. And then we will, in the meantime, start with this very amazing high protein cheesecake with low carbs, because it's really amazing. It's not only tastes good, but it's also really healthy if you are worried about carbs and calories. And yeah, my protein lemonade, but it's 0 sugar, 0 everything, and it has 10 grams of protein. So I thought, why not? Yeah. Things are always getting more expensive. Food, services, everything, even the doctor and whatnot. But weirdly, what is it called? The salary doesn't increase in the same way as the prices and the costs and everything increases. But There's also, of course, buses, trains, much cheaper than a car and parking costs in general. And now they also introduced the same subscription payment that they did in Germany, where you only pay 49 euros a month and you can use all of the slow trains, I think, or all of the trains, I don't know. But if it's only the slow trains, it's quite fucked, you know, because you cannot always use the slow trains. Yes, I did, Yusuf, I did. But yeah, beautiful people. Did you work today, Yusuf? How's life? How's everything going? Let me know. Let me know. And, oh yeah, now I want to tell you the good things. I went to the store, to another store, where this machine is standing, where you can put in your bottles, your cans to recycle, and then usually you get Startsicherheit, and then you can take part in a winning game. And this was the first time I went to the store, because on the map it said it's also taking part in this winning game. So I thought, you know what, I have nothing to lose. I already went to 3 locations in order to find that machine. Because yeah, Josephine wants to take part in winning games. I've always loved winning games, like the free ones, you know, not jackpot or lotto, but just the games where you can join for free, and sometimes I have a lucky streak and I win. I think I've won in life like already 3 times, quite nice prizes. So let's say I'm quite good at winning, you know. So I keep taking part in those free winning games, and guess what? I finally found a location, a machine that also took part in this winning game. And can you imagine? I was so happy, like a little happy girl. I was like, oh, I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy that this machine was correct. Because on the map there were also a lot of other machines indicated, and then some of the machines were not correct. And so when I found this working machine there, I was really like a little 6-year-old. I was so happy. And you know, this was also in a store, and the store had so many cool items, like Monster. No, it was called like a Red Bull with coffee taste. Red Bull coffee taste. I've never seen in my life before. Like also so many types of monsters that I've never seen in my life before, like these energy drinks, and just so many different things, and so many different sweets and foods and drinks. And I was like, wow, it's such an interesting store. I've never bought something there. So you know, because I went so far, I also wanted to buy something there, and then I also wanted to support the owner, because the owner looked like a very old, sweet man. You know, he was also doing a lot of things there. I think he's also keeping parcels there to get picked up by people who weren't home when the postman came. So he was storing parcels, and I don't know. There was also like a vintage locker and so many interesting things, you know. You said for me everything is good. Everything is good. Everything's. No, I don't have children yet. Oh my god, no, not me, not now. Wait, how come are you asking this? I thought you knew that I don't have. No, I think you should know. Anyways. Yeah, and that's also why my life is great, because I'm really happy to be not married and not have kids. I think that's why I'm so happy. Oh yeah, no, I have to tell you then, you know, like this man was so sweet and old, and You know, he did everything there, and I wasn't sure if he was working there because he looked a little bit, you know, like he could be a hobo. He could be a hobo. He just looked like it, you know. No judgment, but he was sweet. So I just asked like, "Are you working here?" And then he said, "Are you finished already with like finding my items?" I said, "Yeah, I am." So I bought this one because also these apple rings, oh my god, they're actually from Germany. Oh, they are actually from Germany. Oh, so cool. Because you know, I was looking for them and they're not, okay, they're from Austria, from Austria. But I was looking for them everywhere. They don't usually have them in, they don't usually have them in the Dutch stores. But in this specialty store, they had it. So I bought this one, and I also bought some chips. And you know what? The guy, he just gave me the chips for free. I was like, really? Are you sure? Then he was like, yeah, I'm sure. I was like, oh wow, that's so sweet of you. Just got like one item for free. Then I went to another grocery store to get the remaining ingredients, like quark here for the cake. And very important, this one is really expensive, substitute sugar, erythritol. Yeah, and it looks like normal sugar. So I got this one and then that one. And oh my god, look, I had to get these ones as well. How pretty is this? What's wrong with trains? Yeah, trains are really crazy, Yusuf. They are just doing what they want. I think also the people are not getting paid enough. And they're not valued enough from the trains. So like, look at these pearls. This is silver. This is like also cute, white and brown. Black stars. How cute. Oh my god, so nice. I also, you know, wanted to tell you something. Recently I had a very interesting conversation with someone in a Bolt, you know, Bolt taxi. I had to take it because there was no public transport driving anymore. And then, you know, I talked with a black guy, and usually I don't like to say black people or black guys because I always think this is not maybe what they like to hear. But then actually this black guy, he even talked about himself as black. So he described black people and also white people. And so that I thought was really interesting because he, from his own mouth, he said, yeah, like black people are usually like that. And then he said also like white people are more like that. And I was like, oh yeah, it's equal. It's like black and white. It's equal. You know, it's okay to say it. It's very respectful actually. Because when he said it, it just sounded very nice and equal, you know, like no, like it should be allowed to name the color of the skin, right? It should be allowed and should be just accepted, I think. What I'm baking today? Oh, hey, Fitness Cynic, very nice to see you again. I'm going to bake a cheesecake. High protein cheesecake, low carb cheesecake. I will actually not even put any sugar in. I will put only the substitute sugar in. And this one has zero carbs and only 30 calories per 100 grams. Which is very small. Very, very small. Oh, Hanson Hobo. How are you doing? Nice to see you again. No, chips. Oh my god, no. That was like such a nice gesture. I got chips for free in a shop, you know, like, and it was quite of an expensive shop. Very expensive shop. I was like so happy. And then, oh my god, I have to continue to tell you the story. Yeah, then give me 3 cartons of chips. Oh my god. Send me a message. Send me an email on my email. Send me an email on my Inner Fire Space account. I will send you my address. You can send me chips. I would love to have 3 cartons of chips for like those moments, you know, when I'm very hungry. Or when I have fasted the whole day long and then I get hungry. Antonio, hello. What ingredients is sugar? So the sugar is erythritol is the healthiest sugar substitute there is, which doesn't give you diarrhea, which doesn't make you bloated, which is also 1:1. The ratio is 1:1, and it has a low glycemic index. And the taste is really similar to normal sugar. So yeah, that's what's popping. How are you guys doing? Hanson, how are you doing? How are you doing, Antonio? No. Oh yeah, no, fitness Franco. Yeah, I know this word you cannot say that word. For sure not. Because that's also a debate here in the Netherlands, because they I mean, even in Germany we had the word like as a normal word, nigger. That was normal. And then all of a sudden everything had to change. But yeah, but it's also, it's a lot of culture behind it, with the Saint Nicolaus as well, you know. There always used to be a black bad man as well. But this was always like this, like for many hundreds of years, and then now everything had to change. But I also understand that things need to change and adapt to, you know, the modern times now. Let me check the recipe real quick. Let me go on the recipe. Because we are going to make the dough first. Okay, perfect. And 1 egg. I even bought more eggs. Now I'm excited because now we can start a discussion. Oh, Steven, Nikki, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. What is my email? My email is innerfirepsychology@gmail.com. Innerfirepsychology, so everything together. Innerfirepsychology@gmail.com. Yeah, corn syrup is the healthiest sweetener from my research. Oh, yeah, corn syrup. Yeah, we don't have this here, unfortunately, in the Netherlands. Nice to see you, Henston Hobo, as well. Antonio, thanks for asking. Antonio's doing really good. Very nice. Yeah, now now the crew is together again. Ah, that makes me so happy. Now my favorite people are all together. My most favorite people. I mean, only Just Stone is missing, but yeah, Jocelyn hasn't been here for some time. But yeah, unfortunately he hasn't been here for some weeks, I think. Work is over for now. You can finally lay and do nothing. Oh, that's the best feeling. That's the best feeling. On vacation. Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of people are either going on vacation or are on vacation already or are planning to go. I mean, I'm in the Netherlands right now. I've already lived here for a long time. I'm in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Okay, let's make this dough. I thank you already for so many likes. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's keep it up. Let's push it more. Let's push it as high as we can. As high as we can. So, and oh yeah, so second story why today was a very, very lucky day. I went, to the other grocery store because I still needed to get this one here and this one here. And then I also got another of this one, and of course I need to stock up on all my baking materials, so I got flour as well. I got 2 packages of powder sugar, and I got like the very nice decoration that I showed at the beginning. You can watch the stream back and then you will see it. But yeah, of course I had to stock up on everything. So then what happened, also this grocery store I haven't been to in a long time. I usually have three grocery stores in the area. I usually only go to always the same. And sometimes it's nice to go to a different one because my favorite things in life, one of my favorite things is grocery shopping, buying food, looking at the things that are new, looking at things that I haven't seen before. So I was really, really happy. And then I was paying at the cash, self-checkout, and then the guy there just gave me a very big shower gel for free. And he said, this is for free. You can have this for free. And I was like, what? It's from Dove? Like, it's really a nice one. It's a nice brand. I was like, wow, what a lucky day. Why you are so kind to me today? Because I was like, wow, I got 2 things for free today. 2 things for free. And I found the machine that I was looking for this winning game, And I was like the happiest girl alive, the happiest girl. I was so happy, That just made my day. That just made my day. So, yeah, that was amazing. Prankur. Oh, which city I'm born? Yeah, very small in Germany. Very small city. Very small city in Germany. I mean, it's kind of close-ish to Frankfurt. That's what I can tell you. Frankfurt. That's kind of close to where I was born. The wedding, Frankfurt, of course, love marriage. What else do you think? What other weddings do you know? I only know wedding. I only know it as a love marriage. Suriname plane. Oh wait, are you the one who used to live in Amsterdam and now doesn't live there anymore? I think I remember you. Dove. Oh yeah, exactly. From Unilever. Exactly. Very nice. That's true, exactly. Nice shiny top shoes look very swish this Friday night. Yeah, right, I have to adapt, you know, I have to adapt to the vibe. To this Friday night vibe, I have to adapt, and it's the first time also that I put this one on. And I thought, you know, why not for the live stream, because I wanna, you know, change my outfits. I wanna look different a little bit every time for you guys. So yeah, I'm happy if you see that. Oh, you mean like arranged marriage or love marriage? Oh, yeah, no, like all my friends, they're all like, they don't have any, like I don't have any friends that have arranged marriages. It's not common in Europe to have arranged marriages. They all chose to be with this person, my friends. Yeah, nothing was arranged there. Yeah, but yeah, there were 2 weddings in 4 days that I also attended, so that was quite also a nice adventure and experience, you know. One in Estonia, so I was in Estonia last weekend. Just took a plane for Friday evening, went to on Friday, flew back on Sunday, and yeah, you know, I had a hangover, and you know, it's not so nice when you have to drive and fly with a hangover. But actually the plane ride was easier, but the Bolt taxi to go from the wedding location back to the airport, that was so difficult for me. I was like inside myself, I was using my mindfulness techniques and my meditation techniques, because that's the only thing that could calm me down and prevent me from feeling sick during the ride. But yeah, I did have a big hangover. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you know, at weddings you get everything for free food, free drinks, so of course I enjoyed it. And we could even choose our own cocktails, so we could pick our own cocktails. So they made almost all cocktails that you asked for, like everything with gin, everything around gin and everything around Aperol, so that was quite nice. Yusuf, what's going on? What's going on? No, I'm talking to everyone in the chat. I'm reading all of the messages that I can see. You know, I'm even catching up right now on messages. Can you marry someone you don't know? How can you marry someone you don't know? Exactly, Pranko, exactly. Exactly. Because you were traded for 3 goats. Oh my god. Yeah. You know, I have also some very good Indian friends here in Amsterdam. And they live here because they like that it's different. They like that they don't have to have an arranged marriage. But still, I think they, let's say not everyone, but I know like one of my friends, he has Indian girlfriend as well. So I also think that maybe it's still difficult for them to like fully be with someone who's not from their ethnicity or culture. So yeah, I think those things still, they still like are maybe ingrained like deeply, that they are still looking for someone from their own culture, even in Amsterdam, from their own culture. Yeah, but also maybe not. I mean, I only have one friend who has one Indian friend who has an Indian girlfriend, but they're not from the same city. They're also not from the same part of India, and they also don't speak the same language. Just found out the word hovercraft in German is air cushion boat. Love that. Air cushion boat? Air cushion boat. Wait. Now I don't even know what it means. I will look it up on my other phone. It's so funny. So funny. Oh my God. How is this? Wait. How is this possible? I mean, what does it mean now? I'm gonna look it up as well. Because I'm learning this word now as well. Oh, Luftkissenfahrzeug. Oh my God. This is also new to me. Oh my God, this word is new to me. Yeah, I think I never had to use it in my psychology studies or in my work so far. But wow, they are cool boats. Wow, that's crazy. Those kind of boats exist. But yeah, it makes sense. It's like Luftkissenfahrzeug, because air, you have air in between, then you have the cushion, and then you have the thing that drives. So yeah, it all makes sense. German is a language that just makes sense somehow. It just makes sense. In the weirdest ways. Sometimes it makes too much sense. What country doesn't have Indian people? Canada is Indian now. Canada. Oops, sorry. What I want to say Canada. Well, I guess just Indian people are everywhere, but also because they can, because they're very, they're working really hard to get out of their own country to build like their life in another country. And they, they work hard, they become successful, and then they stay, which, is great, I would say. It's great for many countries, but sometimes, well, the Chinese people do the same thing as well, right? They're also going somewhere else. But the only problem is, what I don't like is some of these people, like Asians, or it's actually more Chinese people who come to Amsterdam and then buy all these houses. And then people like me, or people who graduated, who just studied, who are not earning so much money yet, they don't find a house, an apartment to even rent, because all of the people from the other countries, the rich people, they buy all the houses here, and then they want to rent it out for a lot of money. So then the market is so completely full that, like, normal people who actually live for a long time in the Netherlands, they cannot even buy something because there's nothing available anymore, and because it's too expensive as well. Our population is closer to 14 million. The Indian girls to send 6 million. Yeah, I think everything is getting more multicultural nowadays, which I think is lovely, because that's also why I live in Amsterdam, because it's very international. I always wanted to be in an international environment. Yeah, I think it's great, it's great, because, yeah. Have everyone be together with everyone. Just everyone, lives with everyone. as long as it keeps the peace, as long as everyone is being peaceful with each other, that's like the most important part. And I only have good experience with people from India. There are also many in the Netherlands. But yeah, it's a different feeling for sure. Will be very different. Also in New Zealand, a lot of people from India, which is great because I love the food. I love the samosas and the vegetarian food in general. I really liked it. Always like that in New Zealand. I think I ate this every day, the samosas in New Zealand when I was living there. The turtle is shield toad. True. Schildkröte. You know, like, I tell you now, in the Netherlands, like, in Dutch, it's probably going to be even more funny. Turtle. Turtle in Dutch is Schildpad. Schildpad. It sounds almost the same as in German.
Schildpad.
Oh, schildpad.
Schildpad.
Schildpad, really funny. Alexa, thank you so much for the very nice compliment. Thank you so much, thank you. Steven, you could only do arranged marriage to some sugar mama who buys lots of chocolates and toys and trampoline. Well, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Apparently, guys, you know, like to be spoiled as well. Not only women like to be spoiled by men. Well, I think for me, I always, yeah, I never actually looked for someone who would have money, you know, a lot of money to spend on me. I never liked that type of man. It was always more equal, usually. Well, I never divided the earth into different countries. I never did. I think it's just the big ego of some stupid people in the US. I think they did a lot to separate countries, and some British people who sent their criminals to Australia, you know, to keep them away. Yeah, there's just, I think, just some stupid people with big egos who separated everything. But yeah, it used to be different. It used to be very different, you know. It used to be different, but also now we have so many different people also on the earth. I think back in the days there were not so many people and the population was much smaller. Everything was easier. Now with the population growing, of course, we need also different, I guess we also need the countries because of that. But the stupid thing is, like, there are too many languages now. Too many languages. Like, how can we just communicate with everyone? It would just be perfect to have only one universal language. Just one universal language. So we don't need to learn all of the languages. Yeah, I really wanted to go to Rishikesh, Prankor, and I really love, I love the area Rishikesh, Nepal. I would really like to explore it. And I think the mountains, yeah, it looks really, really nice in India. Yeah, I think when you grew up in a town that you like, you will always like it and like get back there. But right now you are not living there anymore in the town, Franco. You're not living there right now, or are you? Or you just want to go back there later on? Sloth is lazy animal, which cracks me up. Yeah, that's very interesting, because I do think sloths are also lazy inherently. Let me look it up. Because they're called like this because they are not doing a lot. Because I think they're just hanging and chilling. As far as I know. Yeah, they're mostly just hanging in the trees and not leaving their tree anymore. It's all earth, no countries. Exactly. Yeah, Donald Trump is the first one ahead in the race of stupids. Yeah, I agree. And he's way too old to still be a president. Come on, like he should be just sleeping in his bed. I mean, he's already apparently falling asleep during important meetings. He shouldn't be president anymore. Tower of Babel stuff. What's that? In Bangalore. Bangalore, okay. Just got over my shoulder, luckily I found you. I see. So Bangalore is not where your hometown is. That's somewhere else then, I guess. World Candle, which is perfect, like shield toad. Yeah, they're very old, all words, yeah, that they use in German. But you know what's even funnier? Like Dutch words that they use are even more old than many of the German words, because the Dutch people use words, for example, Hausgenoot. That's a very old German word that we don't use anymore. It's just called, in German, we just say Mitbewohner or flatmate. But in Dutch, they still use a very old, very old German word, which we don't use anymore. So I think the Dutch language is even more like funny, probably, in many ways, because they use even more old words and odd words that don't make sense. Because I'm learning Dutch right now and I'm struggling because grammar is different than German. Grammar is very different than the English one too. And I always translate German words into Dutch, and I just kind of make it sound Dutch, but then it's completely incorrect. You know, it's like such a confusing and difficult language to speak as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Frisian Dutch. I think Frisian Dutch is like the original Dutch. It's like, and I also think because German Dutch used to be the same language. They used to be the exact same and then they split and now it's like so weird and different. Why is it all so different? Why can it not be all the same language? So we don't need to study every single language. I mean, I enjoy learning languages, but I also, you know, I also don't think it's easy anymore now for me. When I was at school, you know, I learned French, I learned German, I learned English, I learned Spanish. But now with Dutch, it's just much more difficult to learn a complete language now at like a later age. But I really want to stick to it. So I use Duolingo, if you know what it is. And then this icon, the owl, always looks at you in a really mean way if you didn't study for one day. Now I didn't study for 2 days. And I think I also deleted the app now because I couldn't see that. Yeah, I deleted. I couldn't see the owl anymore looking at me in like a really angry way. Okay, now I will start with the dough because I still haven't done the dough. We haven't even started with the dough. Really, really bad. Okay. I'm just looking around because, yeah, you know why? Yeah, I'm, you know, I had a lot of the little flies here, and they are like growing so fast. There are so many more flies every day coming, and I was a little bit shocked. So I put like a fly tape catcher, and now they're like all the flies sticking on the tape, and I feel really sorry and bad for them because I have a lot of empathy with animals as well. And so when I see these flies now hanging all on the tape, I'm thinking, I'm feeling so sorry for them because they are going to die now in such a bad way that they, you know, that they stick on the tape. But I also don't know what else I can do. And also because they keep growing every day and I keep getting more flies here, and then I'm like, how can I stop it? It's like a pest. But on the other side, I also think, should I just let them go? But then one day maybe I have like thousands of flies. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like so sad now seeing them sticking to this tape. You're also smart. I barely know my language. Oh, it's never too late. You can always start learning a new language with Duolingo. But just be aware, the owl will really make you feel guilty if you don't learn for one day. Yeah, exactly. Now it's all confusing for us. Exactly, Steven. Exactly, yeah. Can you cartwheel? I can't handstand for long, but I got a ball and cartwheel. Nice, nice. I was also teaching myself to cartwheel. As a child, I never dared to try proper cartwheel, but now when I got older, I dared to do more stuff that I was scared of when I was younger, and now I can also do a cartwheel now, but I cannot do a proper handstand either. So I'm in the same shoes. Yeah, baking, Franco, I love baking. Yeah, I love it a lot. It's like my way to communicate with you and bake. It's calming me, and it's also something I can do while talking to you guys. It's, you know, it's manageable to do it multitasking. If I work out usually and talk, I will not be able to have a very intense or productive workout, because I used to do that too while streaming, but now I prefer the baking streams much more. But yeah, bakery shop, I don't know if I, honestly, if I would bake every day, Why are there? See, there are even flies here. How did they die in the bag? Oh my god. Did they go outside? Did they go in the plastic bag? Oh yeah, I think they did go in my plastic bag, because from my cans I was bringing back there was some juice coming out, and no, but they're only outside of the flower, not inside, because I just opened it now, so you know there are no flies in my flower. Take a cup full of vinegar and put a plastic wrap over top, then poke little holes. Oh, that's smart, because then if the flies go in there, then they also die immediately, right? So then they don't suffer, because on the sticky tape, the tape that I have, they're like still moving around but also sticking on it, and I'm feeling so sad about it. I'm like, oh, this is not nice. But then now I also cannot save them anymore, because if I would save them, I would like pull out their body from the legs, and oh, so sad. But yeah. Hippie strings of beads up and doorways helps with flies. Oh, okay. I have to check that out. Nice. I have to check it out. Ricky Dolly. Very funny name. Very nice name. I'm doing great. How are you doing? From the US. Righty. Yeah, we have a lot of people from everywhere. India, Canada, UK, US, Netherlands, me. Wow, that's actually quite cool. Okay. But you know, honestly, people, I love baking, but I don't see myself baking every day for like 8 to 10 hours. Can you imagine? If I would be baking all day long, 8 to 10 hours, I think then I cannot arm wrestle anymore, because then I would use my hands so much. I think they will hurt so much. By the way, I also did my workout today and yesterday. And yesterday I trained for arm wrestling, today too. And the day beforehand, I think I also did a workout. I've been really working out a lot right now. Yeah, every day when I feel good, I just go to workout. But I miss a bigger gym. I'm always training in the small gym here in the building, but I really miss the atmosphere of a bigger gym, like the motivation and everything, the energy. I miss it. But I have to say, the smaller gym is convenient if you just want to go train, focus, and then get out again, you know. For that, like, a small gym is perfect. In the big gym, I always spend way too much time, sometimes 3 hours, because I would always, you know, make it a social place. And also, it was always nice to meet people, you know, at the gym. It was always easy to meet people at the gym, but at like the bigger gyms, but also it would eat all of my time. Yeah, it would eat all of my time like so easily. And then when I made the switch to cancel my gym subscription, also because it was way too expensive, when I finally made the switch, then now I've been training in the small gym here in the building for a long time, and it has everything what I need, but like the motivation is not as high. The discipline is always there, but the motivation is not as high anymore, you know. And usually there's no people training like me. There's no people like who do arm wrestling, but well, that's also difficult to find in general. I think a proper handstand is a handstand where you can at least hold yourself up for at least 5 seconds. That's what I would say. Big gym is good for networking. Or you spray in a week that will keep flies away. Ooh, like the spray. Oh, okay, yeah, that's also a good mechanism. The only thing is like the spray, if I spray it on my furniture and my clothes, then the clothes will be also with the spray covered. Because a lot of the flies are right now close to my furniture and on my clothes. But they're all the small flies, you know, the very small flies. But with the vinegar, I shall try that, because I don't want the flies to suffer so much on the sticky tape, because it's really horrible. Like such a I'm just thinking about the way how they die is so horrible. It's like, wow. I would be so sad. Like, I mean, honestly, I think they have a small brain, the flies. They probably don't even know what's happening. But still, they experience pain, I think. Right? But still, you know, they look so cute. I love those little flies. They're like those, you know, they're the little flies from the kitchen, kind of food flies. But I'm just so sad when I see them, because I'm thinking like, oh my god, it's so painful. It's like so sad. They're going to die, you know. You can do over a minute, but I still don't think it's proper. Oh wow, that's crazy. Very nice. I think, you know, if you can hold yourself up, doesn't matter if your legs are completely straight or bent, a little bit like a banana. Actually, like a banana, I heard that's the proper way to do a handstand. Like to bend a little bit like this way, if you know what I mean. So like this way, that's how I heard this, like the proper handstand to hold. But I think if you're walking and do handstand, then you probably have a different point of gravity, or you have a different standing with your feet and legs. Maybe Hobo can tell us more about that. Yeah, I can do push-up handstand, but only against, you know, a wall or a door. Then I can do a push-up handstand. By the way, I've had a lot of insects here lately. Like I still have one spider, another spider I had a big moth. Then I had a big fat spider. Usually I don't get big fat spiders here, but all of a sudden I get them here. Usually I only have the silverfish and the fruit flies, but this year I got everything. For the first time I got all the different insects. Who can do a push-up handstand freestanding? Is that even possible? Freestanding push-up handstand. That would be so cool if someone could do it. I can only do them against the wall or the door. Yeah. Of course, Alexander, of course, I remember you. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you. Doing great, doing great. It's 1:41 a.m., but I'm feeling fit and fresh because it's, you know, it's the weekend now. So yeah, I'm feeling great. How are you feeling? ¿Cómo estás? Yes, it's possible, but not many people do it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, because I've never even seen a video of it on YouTube or Instagram. Okay. Now we add the sugars. The sugar, 1 egg, baking powder. The sugar we add, of course, this healthy substitute sugar. You know what? Because what's the challenge? Is that I have to also stay awake until the cake is baked in the oven. Because this part is easy, you know, to stay awake and talk. But when I have to put it in the oven, it takes more and more hour that I have to stay awake. And then it's difficult to stay awake, you know, while waiting for the cake to be finished. That's why I want to now continue with the cake. And then I will check the chat again afterwards. But look. Oh my god, sorry. Look at this beautiful cake form. So I bought this one new some time ago. It's so beautiful. A new cake form. Lights up my heart. And decoration, nice cake decorations. But I still, you know, I still had the question like, can you imagine me baking every day 8 to 10 hours? Then I cannot do everything else, anything else anymore. Because then I also would need to pay rent for a cake shop. And that's very expensive. In the Netherlands, it's very expensive to pay rent. Pay rent for a cake shop, and then also for all the tools I have to pay in advance. And then I really rely on all of my hands and I only have 2. So if I have to keep baking every day, I have to bake so much all the time. Yeah, because I always need to earn money, and because of the rent already. In 10 years I'll be able to. Yeah, right. Oh, Pranko, very nice that you were here. Take care as well. Take care. May God save you from flies and insects. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. And Pranko, may God give you all the strength and power to do handstand push-ups and be successful in bodybuilding. Keep grinding in bodybuilding. Oh, you mean those flies? I mean, but we do live in a world of poop already. You know, because poop is also used for the plants, you know, in the fields, for the soil, as soil. So we already live in a world of poop because of all the fertilizers that are being used on the soil or as soil. So yeah, I think flies are not necessary. I know bees are very, very important, and like wasps as well. But I think flies are not necessary for the planet Earth to survive. Or do we have some experts here? But yeah, oh no, sorry, I was talking about fruit flies. The flies I have are fruit flies. I don't think they're necessary. Of course, they can eat fruits that are already old and mold. That would be amazing, just to have flies to eat like the fruits that are mold, because I'm not gonna eat them anymore. And I think a lot of people here as well. You guys, you would not eat mold fruits anymore. So then, you know, if the fruit flies only eat these things, I mean, I'm super happy. I will be super, super happy. I will be super happy and grateful. But yeah, guys, tell me, do we need the fruit flies? Because they can also eat, yeah, they can eat my mold food. then I don't need to throw it away. I mean, that would be perfect, actually, really perfect. If they want to eat the leftovers. Hair model. Oh man, I think with all of this AI, oh my god, I've never tried to be a hair model. I mean, I've been a model for hairdressers sometimes. Like sometimes I got free haircuts because they wanted to practice cutting on my hair, or they wanted to practice coloring on my hair. So back in the days when I first moved to Amsterdam, I got free haircuts, free coloring of my hair. Now they even charge money for giving haircuts for those hair models. So even with the haircuts nowadays, me as a model, I would also have to pay. I would even have to pay for it now. But maybe there's still jobs out there for like being a hair model. Yeah, I would love that. I take a lot of care of my hair, and it's so much work, like to make my hair nice, to look nice, to make my face nice. Everything is so much work, and I hate it. Like many days, I hate to make my face ready, to make my hair ready. I really hate it because it takes so much time and it doesn't get paid. Only, I guess for YouTube it helps as well. I think for YouTube it's good to look nice, to be presentable. So for that, I enjoy it. But I cannot stream every day, but I still make myself ready, wash my face, put my cream on, every day. So that's kind of exhausting, to be honest. And also in the evenings to like wash my face again, clean the mascara and everything. Oh, it's so exhausting. I really hate it. Like some days, because I do it every day, every single day. But I also feel like my mood also improves. Yeah. Oh, I hear some funny sounds. But yeah, my mood also improves if I make myself look nice. Like I also feel more awake, I feel more awake, I feel more ready, I feel like more, if I look better, I also feel better inside. Like if I look good from the outside, I feel good from the inside. The only thing that I should maybe not have is a mirror. I shouldn't have, because I have 3 mirrors in my place. I think a bit too much, because then I'm always like, I'm always checking how I look like. Oh my god. Poop world. Let me ask AI if we need them. I bet it would be apocalypse. Oh yeah. Yeah, please ask AI if we need the fruit flies. I could say anything with hair like that. I don't know. I'm not I'm not a seller at heart. I don't know. I think that's against my ethics to say anything. No, that's not what I like to do. Ethically. Coca-Cola. I love the brand Coca-Cola. They're very smart people, but I think actually the product is still so unhealthy, and I'm also addicted to it. Maybe less because I don't drink it every day anymore, but usually like twice a week I do drink Coca-Cola, and I know how bad it is for the bones and the teeth and the body. So I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know if I would be ethically okay to do Coca-Cola ads. Oh, wait. my recipe. I forgot. Oh yeah, I need baking powder. I forgot baking powder. I'd clickbait like crazy as a girl, to be honest. You could do the same as a guy too. You can do the same as a guy. It is, I think it's the same. As a guy, if you have nice hair, if you look good, you could do the same. But yeah, I think in the end, like, it has to be ethically correct. Like, if it's a nice product, or I mean, if they want to do something with my hair, you know, they can use them as long as they don't cut them short. Maybe I should look into that. Yeah. I mean, I did get like a hair product, like a spray for the hair once to promote it, and I used it a lot and I really liked it. I still actually have to upload the video, but I got a lot of those sprays for free, which is also nice, you know, sometimes when you get stuff for free. Well, yeah, it's just some free products, just no payment. Fruit flies pollinate stuff and fix rotting waste so it would end ecosystems. Oh wow. Okay, so maybe what I just did with the tape was really bad idea. I think all the fruit flies now. But the weird thing is I didn't even have fruit here. I don't even have fruit here. How did they just came about? How did they just come up here out of nowhere when I had not even fruits here? Crazy. But I think I'm gonna put the tape away now because I feel now really bad for the fruit flies. Don't want more. I don't want more to end here. I swear I saw you drink it last time, Laura. Which one? Which one? Yeah, Coca-Cola. I know I did. Yeah, I did because yeah, I'm still addicted to that stuff. Coca-Cola Zero is the one that I always buy. Yeah, I drink it 2 times a week and I know it's unhealthy. I know. But, you know, I think compared to alcohol, it's still better. But well, I'm not so sure. Wait, let me check now. Because Coca-Cola is actually really bad. I remember saying, like the owner, I think, even said to his like grandchildren, don't drink Coca-Cola because it's really bad for you. Let me do a comparison. Which is unhealthier? Coca-Cola Zero or beer? Let's compare it. Okay, so beer has the primary risk of beer is alcohol and empty calories. Primary risk of Coke Zero is artificial sweeteners and ultra-processed ingredients. Calorie impact 0 calories for Coke Zero. Beer 150 calories per can. Oh, that's a lot actually. Ooh. Okay, organ impact. Coca-Cola Zero, potential gut microbiome disruption. And of beer, liver strain, brain cell damage, cardiovascular stress. Oh. And the problem with beer is it slows down fat burning because the liver prioritizes burning alcohol. Okay. Coke Zero mimics sweet taste, may trigger insulin response in some. Alcohol heavily disrupts REM sleep and impairs muscle recovery. Coca-Cola contains caffeine, can disrupt sleep if drunk late. Okay, overall, beer takes the crown as the unhealthier choice if we look at the long-term impact. Okay. Beer is far more damaging for organs and recovery. So, yeah, I guess Coca-Cola ads. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, Coca-Cola is bad for the bones. It is. Yeah, it's like this phosphoric acid. Yeah, there are a lot of people who mix alcohol with Coke. Yeah, that's called Bacardi Coke or Jack Daniels with Bacardi. Huh? No. Coke, Bacardi Coke or rum and Coke. Yeah, but you know what's even worse is like Red Bull and vodka. Vodka Red Bull is so bad because of yeah, alcohol brings you down, Red Bull brings you up, the caffeine, so your heart doesn't know what to do in this moment anymore. Dr. Pepper guy. Yeah, in general, like the sodas are all quite bad. Everything soda is bad, even if it's a zero soda, but it's still better than a beer or a glass of wine. Unless you have problems with overweight. No, actually, then it's also better. If you don't want to gain weight, yeah, better drink a zero soda than a beer or wine. Yeah, drink your greens, exactly. I used to buy those juices, like the green juices, because I didn't always eat enough greens. But nowadays I'm eating lots of salads and carrots. Hello, Shaikunaidula3213. Very interesting name. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do buy my greens. I do drink my greens as well if I don't eat enough greens. If I don't eat enough greens on a daily basis. Let me quickly put something in the chat with my other phone quickly, because I can only type in the chat with my other phone. I cannot type on this phone for some weird reason, so I just want to promote my other channel. Really important. But yeah, there's something about this summer though. I don't know if it's because of the marriages, the weddings. And it also got really hot this year. But I think compared to the other years, wait, let me quickly. Oh my god, that's oh, that's such a funny message. Every Friday night. Yeah, true, I think every Friday night, but I also love it. You know why? Because it's nice to not go out and to not have the fear of missing out, because a lot of people would maybe go out to party on Friday evenings. But also a lot of people actually just recover from their work week and stay home, which is also nice. By the way, I uploaded a new shorts on my Inner Fire Space channel. You should really check it out, because I always realize every time I do my workout, I get this big rush of adrenaline and of happiness especially if I didn't work out for some days beforehand. And that is just something I just wanted to share on this last shorts. So you have to check it out. And also don't forget to tap on the screen, like tap on my eyes, double tap on my eyes, and just like the stream, support it, please. It's always free to do that, and that helps me a lot because we're still collecting this watch time. I'm now on 1096 hours and we need 3000 hours. 3000 hours. So we need another 2000 hours of watch time. Yeah. Oh. And what did I just want to find? The baking powder. Baking powder. Baking powder. Where are you, baking powder? Luckily, I always have enough baking powder in the pantry. Your body is really amazing. The black color is very beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it's like a dark brown. But yeah, it looks like black. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Ahmed knows. Yes. Cheeky sausage. Yeah, I should be streaming every single day. But yeah, yeah, no, I really should. But it's difficult, you know, it's really difficult because there's like so many other things that are also happening that are very difficult for me that I have to do. Just to name a few, for example, health insurance, change from my German to my Dutch health insurance. That has been a struggle and still is. So difficult with all the weird regulations and things I have to show and prove, and oh yeah, no, it's a never-ending story. There's like so many things to do, like behind the scenes. Oh, and also I have to do my VAT. I have to do my VAT taxes also now until end of July. True, that's really important as well. And yeah. And then I lost my bicycle. I don't know if I told you the story, but I didn't have a bicycle for like 2 weeks. And the company that I usually have, where I have the subscription for my bicycle, that company finally gave me a new appointment, and then I had to explain them everything, and then they could have charged me 800 euros in the end because the bicycle was not with me anymore and the battery was also not with me anymore. But then luckily, when I explained them the situation, that it got picked up by the gemeente, then they only charged me 60 euros instead of 800, and I was like quite happy. It's like those random things, you know, just like a bike gets taken away in Amsterdam can be a big deal, especially for me because I always commute by bicycle everywhere. So I really need it, you know, I really need it. But now I will always make sure I don't want to leave it outside anymore alone, because the thing is also, on that one night where I parked it outside and when it got taken away was during thunder and storm. There there was like one of those bad evenings with a lot of thunder and storm, and I didn't want to bicycle back home that night. And then the next time I picked it up, it was just gone. Just gone. Even though it was parked at a parking lot for the bicycles specifically those bicycles at the festival. They were all parked there, but then, you know, they just took it away and picked it up. And then it was gone. Unfortunately, my beautiful bike, you know, I had like such a beautiful red bike, and this was really rare. Oh yeah, yes, here we are making the dough. Yeah, no worries. I'm baking the cake. Yeah, so here in Amsterdam they have a fietsdepot. It's like where they pick up bicycles when they are parked too long at a place where it's not supposed to be for bicycles. So it was picked up by the government in the end. So the government picked it up, and then the company I subscribe to for the bicycle, they then have a policy that I should get actually I didn't know what policy they had, because it was the first time this happened to me. But yeah, after a lot of communication, back and forth, I finally got another substitute bike, and this bicycle is quite ugly. It's just black. But I have to say it's good that it's ugly, because I don't think anyone would steal it or take it away. Or I also think maybe the government will take it away, but only if it's parked for too long at a place where there shouldn't be a bicycle. But so I was at a festival, and I biked to the festival quite far away, like 45 minutes. And so I parked the bicycle at the festival place, and I thought, you know, because it was parking for bicycles only, I thought they will leave it there. But no, the government picked it up because, I don't know, because the festival was over, and then they just picked it up. But the problem was I left it there because of the bad weather, because of the lightning and thunder in that night. Look how great the store already looks like. Yeah, exactly. The city steals it. Exactly, and then makes you pay for it. Exactly. That's actually the way how it works. It's really bad, right? I should actually not even pay those 60 euros. Bikeless boss babe, exactly. I was so sad. I tell you, like I get so used to my routines, you know, to my things, to my bicycle, and I was just gone. I was like, wow, this is so sad. This is not me. Like I'm not Josephine in a fire without a bicycle. Like that's not me. I'm not happy. In the Netherlands, I need a bicycle. I really need a bicycle in the Netherlands. And also because everything is flat here, so it's perfect, you know, to go from one place to another. Cheeky government. Legalized crime. Yeah, and the crazy thing is, there was also no sign saying like, move your bike after 1 day or 2 days. No, there was no sign. No sign whatsoever. And I was also not allowed to pick up my own bicycle. The company that I subscribe to, only they are allowed to pick up my bicycle. My stolen bicycle from the government. So in the end, I never got back my bicycle. I just got another substitute one now, which maybe is a bit older than my one was. I don't know. It looks quite old and used. It has already 3,000 kilometers. But I think the other bicycle also had already 3,000, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. But yeah, I tell you, I wanted to stop the subscription from that company, but then then they said, oh, it's not possible, and then they also gave me really fast a new appointment all of a sudden. They also gave me a discount for the next month, and so I'm still with them because of the good offer that they did. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that discount. Hard as flat as pancake. When I went, exactly. That's why biking is so much fun. You know, tomorrow I'm gonna bicycle for 1 hour 20 minutes. And I said to my friend, like, join me, but she's like, oh no, it's too long to bicycle so far. And I just think, come on, it's like a nice warm up, you know. It's nice, it's flat here. Like, why do you complain? I also wanted to go to Rotterdam by bicycle once. It takes 4 hours one way. But I thought, you know, it would be such a nice tour to see more from the Netherlands and like a great workout. And I tell you, like, my girls' friends, like most of them are lazy when it comes to those like fun adventures. So yeah, then I just do it on my own because I have to do it. If I have an idea like this, no one can stop me anymore. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that bike ride tomorrow. First time I'm going there. And then I will meet my friends there. Yeah, like, you know what is like the funniest thing about it is, like, my friend, she always says like she's going to the gym and she's doing the meditation every day for 1 hour. But now when I ask her to do bicycling, she's like, oh no, then I will be so sweaty. But I think, come on, you're like sweaty in the gym too. And like, it's summertime, it's a good weather, you know. Soon it will be bad again and it will be winter time. But yeah, I think if I would go with a guy, like the guys, yeah, they're more likely to do that kind of like nice adventurous, you know, workouts. But well, not all of them. Actually, I think I don't know anyone who ever bicycled as much as me. From my friends at least. And also from the arm wrestling group, there are some people who also, you know, who would also be really sporty in other ways as well. They would also bicycle like long distances. For example, one of my friends, he didn't have a car for some time because it broke down, and then he just bicycled, I think, for 1 hour or 1.5 to the arm wrestling practice, and then also home again afterwards. That was really inspiring. Are these electric bikes, by the way? I want to brush my teeth. It depends what you get. You can get everything. You can get electric bicycles with like very low enhancement, they say. You can get electric bicycles that only drive with electricity. You can get electric bicycles that have like more power, a bigger battery. Then you can also get just normal manual bicycles. You can also have bicycle without gears. You can have manual bicycles with gears. You can have electric bicycles with gears as well. And you can also use an electric bicycle without electricity. But that's really heavy because the battery is really heavy of the bicycle, so it's quite heavy too. to use it. Okay, now we're making the dough beautifully into the cake form. I will make this one evenly so that it looks pretty. Pretty. And that's also where we can use our knuckles in like making the dough even. Awesome to bake there. Exactly. Have fun brushing your teeth, Nikki. Oh, you went to brush your teeth, so you already did it. Oh, downhilling in the woods. Oh, that also seems fun. Very fun. How do you get up again? Like when you go downhill? How do you get up? Do you have to like push your bicycle? Then walking? Or do you drive uphill then afterwards? Or is there a lift or like elevator or something like that? I bike more. You bike more? Handstand hoe? New challenge. Biking hobo. Oh, sorry, my neck. Or the workout. That's a nice one. Yeah, make a new channel. Biking hobo. Oh yes, that would be fun. Or handstand biking. Do a handstand while you're bicycling. Because, you know, I should say bicycling because I'm only bicycling. I'm not biking on a motorbike, you know. And when you say biking, do you mean on a bicycle or motorbike? Hobo, handstand hobo. Sweaty donkey. Some people get the lift or ride e-bikes lazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. Like going uphill. It must be really long way to get up there again. I don't know how often you will go up and down that hill, but if it's more than once, oh, I think you're probably gonna, after that day, you're gonna sleep like a baby that just got out of the womb. Sweat donkey. Trying to get me killed, I see. Like the bicycle. Yeah, me too. Bicycle. Yeah, maybe you should, Nikki, you should show the tourists how to do it properly. You should show them. You should show them how to bicycle manually uphill afterwards, so they can learn from you how to do it. Oh my god, I still have to stay awake after this cake is baked. Oh, okay, now I'm struggling a little bit with the time. It's a bit too late because I've been actually sleepy already at 2 a.m. the last days. I've changed my routine a bit, which is quite beneficial for me because then I also wake up earlier. But I will be with you guys until the topping is done, and then I will call it a day with the channel, and then I just get ready and then sleep soon, and then still just wait until it's finished baked. It's also really nice to have so many people here today. We really, really nice. Don't forget to like, tap on the screen, tap on my eyes or tap on the glass, because water is really important. Drink more water, guys. And collagen. I tell you, collagen, magnesium in the evenings, really nice to relax for the muscles and for the skin and bones and just everything. Okay, now we do part 2. I will put in, this is the result. Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The border could be a little bit more equal. Okay. Luckily we can use the same bowl because, you know, we clean it up by taking the dough out. .500 grams of this quark again, you know, quark, the high protein dairy product. 500, so about half. As you know, I don't have a scale, so I do everything by feeling, and it always works because yeah, I've been baking so long now that I can feel the cake. I'm gonna but I washed my hand. I wash my hands right afterwards, so don't you worry, don't you worry. I will never put any spit or, you know, anything into my cake. I will always wash my hands afterwards. I'm sure they'll be convinced by sweaty wheezing. No, they will be impressed. They will be impressed. It's a great exercise. CMOS works wonders too. Oh wow. So there's not for the skin. Oh yeah, for the skin. Oh, I thought it's like an exercise. I thought like walking in the sea moss would also be a good exercise. But yeah, sea moss. Where do you find it? Or do you drink it, or do you just put it on your skin, or go into the sea or in the river and or lake and then find it and just rub it onto your skin? Yeah, I had something on my face. Yeah. Air cushion boat. Oh, you mean you buy it? Oh, I thought you go in the sea or in the river, lake to bath in it. That would be fun as well. Like if you can still find sea moss in just like a random lake. I mean, there must be sea moss in a random lake. Okay, take one more egg. I take the biggest one. They are the free fryer outloop. It's like the one after the biological eggs. Usually I only buy the biological eggs or the fryer outloop, which means the chickens have a better life, like two stars out of 3. Yeah, I gotta support the chickens. Every time I buy it, yeah, I spend more money on, I spend more money on these eggs, but if they can have a better life, I'm all for it. And for some reason, usually the more expensive eggs are also usually quite big compared to the other ones. They're a little bit bigger than the other ones, and also they taste better. You can taste the difference for real. Yeah. Then we need vanilla pudding powder. This is also something I always stock up on. Okay, firstly we're gonna empty it. Luckily I bought another one. You hydrate it in water and then you drink it or use it as a lotion. Oh, yeah, okay, cool, cool. Very nice. Works great in smoothie. It would even work in the cake, I think, too. Oh yeah, I can imagine. You know, I used to buy spirulina because of the vitamin B12 content. And spirulina also looks green. So maybe it has some similar properties. No, CMOS. I mean, spirulina is algae. In the end, it's just algae. Vanilla. Okay, here we put a little bit of sugar in though. Like some of the real sugar, which is only a tiny bit of real sugar. From this one, so it's how many? 8 grams. 8 grams. Because it should really taste like vanilla. It's supposed to taste like vanilla. I got requested to make this cake without mandarins. Usually I make this cake always with mandarins, but people have been liking just the plain cheesecake so much that you know, I just go with what the people want. Milk and oil. Milk and oil. Luckily, I still have enough oil. Luckily, I also got some new milk because milk is usually something I don't always have enough of. Isn't that a cute one? Like a cute 500-liter milk. I'm always confused by these milks because I thought they are bigger when I ordered it. This one I ordered online. I thought it was bigger. But it's only 500 and that's why it's so cheap. And then I always buy it and I always forget that it's only 500 milliliters. And that's why it's so cheap. I have never been so invested in baking. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Honestly, I'm so glad and happy to hear that. That makes my day. I also, let's say 1 year ago, I also did not think I would be so invested in baking either, you know, 1 year ago. 1 year ago, I was very different as well. Maybe, no, 1.5 years ago, I think. 1.5 years ago, my passion for baking got reactivated again. I do bake for arm wrestling events. When I make an event, or let's say when I make like an arm wrestling party, then I usually bake. But carry like to the arm wrestling club, no, I haven't done that yet. Not yet. But if there would be a birthday or someone wants a cake because someone's celebrating a birthday in the arm wrestling club, then I would do it. Oh, and here's some more of the sugar, the substitute sugar. But yeah, I've been also celebrating my birthdays always, and then I bake like so many cakes and I just invite a lot of people. And then they all give me compliments about my baking skills. And they're always surprised that I always bake it all on my own. And also at my birthday this year, I invited my family to come to Amsterdam. And also my uncle, my aunt, my sister. And then I also baked for them a lot. And then the day before I celebrated with my friends. So I was like baking so much, preparing so much. But yeah, it's really nice for like a birthday, for a party. Especially if it's my own, I like to prepare a lot. But then, you know, I just do it all on my own. But I have to say, maybe next time I do like an arm wrestling event, I just say everyone should bring their own food, and then we can all share all different foods together. Oh my god, Justin is here. Justin is here. You could make a lot from hungry person. No, to my friends from arm wrestling, the people. Well, I also pay for the club. I pay as a member, so yeah, maybe I should sell them cake. But I don't know. I don't know if I would enjoy that, to be honest. Usually I only come for arm wrestling. But yeah, if it's a birthday, you know, I would just make cake because I love to make cake, you know. If it's a birthday from someone and someone asked me to make a cake, then I do it, but then I would not sell it. But yeah, I guess they would eat it a lot because at my last birthday, you know, there was one guy eating half of the whole cake, or even like the whole cake, all on his own. On training day, really? They eat so much cake on training day? That's a little bit weird to me, because usually during training, like in my training, no one eats cake or no one eats anything. Justin, it's really nice to see you again. Sorry I was gone so long, something happened to me and I had no other time. Oh my god. I hope you're fine now. I hope you're okay. No, don't be sorry. No, it's really nice to see you again, because I've been talking about you. Like, where's Justin on the stream. But it's really nice to see you again. Late like Gandalf the wizard. Exactly. Oh, you lost someone. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Very sorry. I hope you give yourself time and patience to grieve. Give it all your time, and give yourself some space as well. And also really good that you share it here, because you know there are always people that want to help you and support you mentally, and including me as well. But yeah, that's really nice of you guys, Steven, to say this. To make Justin feel a bit better. Yeah, it's never easy to lose someone. Sometimes, you know, my grandfather died last year, and sometimes I think he's alive. Actually, a lot of times. I don't know why it's so intense for me, because I also lost my grandmother, and I also lost my other grandfather, but this grandfather that always comes up in my mind. I don't know why it's so intense, because I never had such like a close connection to him. But when he was about to die, I was really close to him. And now he pops up in my mind, and I think, I have a feeling he's still alive. Like many times. But only with him, not with the other grandparents that already passed away. I don't know why it's like that. Oh no, Steven. Sorry to hear that. Life's so sad. At both of their funerals, we were swarmed with robins. Robins? Wait, what are robins? What's that? Robins. Let me check it out. What does it mean? Is this like an animal? Oh yeah, oh it's birds. Oh, these cute birds. Oh my god, so cute. So cute. It must be, you know, it must be a really special moment to see that. I think they knew exactly why they were there on this day. I think those animals, I think they knew exactly. They knew exactly why they were there. Probably they did sense. They probably sensed that something was going on and they had to show up to be there for you guys, or to give you like a symbol of, like, you know, life is just not eternal in the physical bodies, but it will always continue somewhere else. And maybe, I don't know if you guys believe in it, but I do believe that you will get reborn into something else, like into an animal. So maybe, also maybe your grandparents got like reborn into those birds. Maybe they were those birds, those robins. Not that it must be true, but I'm just guessing. Something. I'm just guessing. That could be a beautiful story. I mean, that would be a really beautiful story. Look, now we are filling in everything that I mixed here into this beautiful cake, and I'm always so astonished how it fits perfectly into the cake form, even though the borders are not always equal of the cake. It's never equal, it's never the same height, but it's still, my god, it still looks so perfect. I mean, it just fits perfectly every time. Because sometimes the sauce, the topping could be a bit too much, but it always works out. Crazy, crazy. I will show you now. I will show you. Because that's what I always do. I show you the result before I put it into the oven with a lightning on. See, this is what I meant. Like, it never, like the topping never goes higher than the border of the cake. So I can always, yeah, I can always use all of it. Perfect. Okay, beautiful people, then I'm gonna say goodbye, but let me read everything before I say goodbye. Oh, so many heartful messages now that, phew, let's see if I can read them. So full of emotion. I guess that's the whole point of life, and the most natural thing of it is death. So I guess we have to keep going. Phew, it's a really emotional message, but yeah, it's true. I agree. So many robins in the trees outside the funeral service. Oh wow, that was the first time they were there, right? Life is a precious thing. The universe with beautiful eyeballs. And then Hobo always has something funny to say in those moments that definitely always helps everyone. Just some time will go on and you will find comfort in the memories you have rather than pain. Hope I'm born as a hedgehog or capybara next line. Lies, Hobo, you want to be remembered as a fruit fly in JoJo's kitchen. Yes, Steven, thanks, I'm trying. But better not be born as a fly in my kitchen, then you will end up on the sticky tape. You don't want to end up on the sticky tape. I just show you now, but this is the sticky tape, and there are all the flies, and it just made me sad because they're like half of them are still alive and half are dead, and you don't want to be a fruit fly in my kitchen and then end up on the sticky tape. I'm sure you don't want that. But maybe you can be a cat, because in the future I hope to have a cat and a dog, or maybe first a dog and then a cat. I'll be stuck on the tip and she saves me. Exactly. Yeah, I will try to save you, because I will not do this with the tape anymore. Tomorrow I will do this with the vinegar instead. I think it's not so cruel, right? Because then they die like faster. Yeah, you have to keep everything humorous. Yeah, that's very important. Very important. I agree. You know, I wish I could crack those jokes like you do. In the right moments. There he is, hobo crawling around on the tape. Good view from the table days as you die. Lol. Are you rescuing a cat? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think if I ever get a cat, yeah, I will probably take a cat from an animal's home, from a shelter. And in another place, because here in this building I'm not allowed to have a pet, and it's also very small. So if I move to another place, a bigger place, I would love to have a cat. But it can also take some more years, because I know I'm gonna be traveling a lot for arm wrestling, and mostly for arm wrestling, so I don't want I want to have a pet when I'm traveling so much, but maybe in a few years. Just know I talked a lot about you, a lot of the crazy things that you have done before. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't talk too much about you, just that you were missing. I was saying you were missing. But you can also rewatch the live stream if you want to know everything, because I don't remember exactly the details, but I was just saying that you were missing. You haven't been on the live stream in a while. In a nutshell. Full cat lady, Les. Exactly. I'm becoming a full cat lady. Okay, beautiful people. Thank you for making my evening so great and my night, because I'm very happy to see my favorite people again. Steven, Hanson, Hobo, Justin, Steven aka Nikki. And yeah, for giving me tips again for the fruit flies as well, and for keeping me company during the beautiful cake baking. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye bye, and take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself and get your 8 hours of sleep if you can, or 7 plus, okay? Bye. Good night. Sleep tight. Thank you.